Imagine this. You're in another country. You walk into a cafe, a store, or a train station. You know some English words, but your mind goes blank. You can't find the right phrase, and the moment passes. You smile awkwardly, but inside you think, I wish I knew what to say. Hi, friends. Welcome to Min's Phuong English, where I help you speak English with confidence in real life. Today, I'm going to share 50 simple, powerful phrases you can use every day. These are not textbook phrases you'll never need. These are the ones people actually say in real conversations. Before we begin, I want to tell you something important. You don't need thousands of words to speak English well. What you really need is the right phrases for the right moments. That's what will make people understand you instantly. And as we go through today's list, make sure you repeat after me. When you say them out loud, you train your brain and your mouth to work together. But let's see, while you're here, hit the subscribe button and click like. It tells me you enjoy this kind of lesson and want more videos to help you speak like a native. All right, let's start with phrases for greetings and small talk. The kind of English you use when meeting someone new or starting a conversation. Phrase 1. How's it going? This is a very common, casual way to ask, how are you? Repeat after me. How's it going? Phrase 2. Nice to meet you. Use this the first time you meet someone. Nice to meet you. Phrase 3. Long time no see. Say this when you meet someone you haven't seen in a while. Long time no see. Phrase 4. What have you been up to? This means, what have you been doing recently? What have you been up to? Phrase 5. I've been keeping busy. A good answer if you've had a lot going on. I've been keeping busy. Now, imagine you're at a cafe or restaurant. Here are phrases you can use. Phrase 6. Could I see the menu? Please? Could I see the menu? Please. Phrase 7. I'll have the chicken salad. This is how you order. I'll have the chicken salad. Phrase 8. Could I get a glass of water? Could I get a glass of water? Phrase 9. This is delicious. Always nice to say to the cook or waiter, this is delicious. Phrase 10. Could we have the check, please? This is how you ask for the bill in a restaurant. Could we have the check, please? Let's move to phrases for shopping. Phrase 11. How much is this? How much is this? Phrase 12. Do you have this in a different size? Do you have this in a different size? Phrase 13. Can I try this on? You say this when you want to put on clothes before buying. Can I try this on? Phrase 14. I'm just looking. Thank you. This is polite when you don't need help. I'm just looking. Thank you. Phrase 15. I'll take it. Say this when you've decided to buy something. I'll take it. Remember, these phrases are short, but they're powerful because they match real-life situations. And the more you practice them, the more natural they become. Here's a quick tip. When you hear me say a phrase, repeat it immediately. Don't just listen, speak. If possible, say it 3 times. This helps the phrase become part of your memory. Now, let's try a little practice. Imagine you're in a clothing store in New York. The salesperson says, "Can I help you?" You say, "I'm just looking." "Thank you." Later, you find a shirt you like, but you need a smaller size. You say, "Do you have this in a different size?" You see how these short phrases fit perfectly into the conversations? That's exactly how you'll use them in real life. Let's keep building your English. We already covered your first set of phrases. And now we are going to add more that you can use every single day. These are phrases that make conversations smoother, more natural, and more friendly. Remember, the goal is not to memorize them like a robot, but to feel them, to use them in real life until they become automatic. If you are enjoying this lesson so far, take a second to subscribe to my channel, Miss Puong English, so you never miss a new lesson. And tell me in the comments, what phrase from part 1 do you think you will use first? Let's continue with more useful phrases. Number 6, how have you been? We use this when we meet someone we have not seen in a while. So instead of just saying hi, this makes the conversation warmer. For example, hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you in ages. It invites the other person to share about their life. Number 7, I appreciate it. This is a polite way to say thank you. For example, thanks for helping me with my homework. I really appreciate it. It makes your gratitude sound deeper and more sincere. Number 8, that sounds great. This phrase is perfect when you agree with someone's suggestion. Imagine a friend says, let's meet for coffee tomorrow. You can say, that sounds great. It shows excitement. Number 9, could you do me a favor? We use this when we need help, but we want to ask politely. For example, could you do me a favor and send me that document? This sounds much softer than just send me the document. Number 10, I'm looking forward to it. Use this when you feel excited about something in the future. If your friend says, see you on Friday, you can reply, I'm looking forward to it. It shows anticipation and positivity. When you practice these phrases, try to speak them with a friendly tone. English is not only about the words, it's also about the feeling behind the words. So, when you say, I appreciate it, smile a little. When you say, that sounds great, let your voice sound happy. Your tone helps people understand your meaning, even more than the words. Let's do a little practice together. I'll say a short situation, and you choose which phrase fits best. Ready? Your friend invites you to a party next week. You feel excited. Which phrase do you use? Yes, I'm looking forward to it. You see a colleague after 2 months. What do you say? Right, how have you been? A stranger helps you carry a heavy bag. You want to thank them politely. Which one? Correct, I appreciate it. This kind of quick practice trains your brain to respond naturally. If you can, say the answer out loud with me right now. This is shadowing, listening, and repeating immediately. It's one of the fastest ways to build speaking fluency. Let's continue. Number 11, I'm sorry to hear that. We say this when someone tells us bad news. For example, my cat is sick. You can reply, I'm sorry to hear that. It shows empathy and care. Number 12, that makes sense. This is for when you understand someone's explanation. If your teacher explains why you need to do extra practice, you might say, that makes sense. It shows you understand the reason. Number 13, no worries. This is a casual way to say it's okay or don't worry about it. If someone says, sorry, I'm late, you can reply, no worries. Number 14, I'll give it a try. When you want to try something new, you can use this phrase, example, I've never cooked Thai food, but I'll give it a try. It shows openness. Number 15, it's up to you. This is for when you want the other person to decide. If a friend asks, do you want pizza or pasta? You can say, it's up to you. It gives them the choice. These phrases are like little keys. Each one can open a door to smoother communication. The more you collect them, the more confident you will feel when speaking English. Let's do another quick practice. I will give you the situation and you answer out loud. Your friend says they can't come to dinner because they are sick. You say, "I'm sorry to hear that." Someone apologizes for stepping on your foot. You say, "No worries." A colleague explains a new system at work and you understand. You say, "That makes sense." Notice how these responses are short but powerful. They make conversations feel natural. Before we move to the next part, remember, don't just read these phrases silently. Speak them, repeat them, use them today, even in small situations. That's how they will stay in your memory forever. All right, let's keep going. You've already learned some useful phrases, but we are just getting started. In this part, I want to share more daily English phrases that will make your conversation smoother and help you sound more natural when speaking with native speakers. These are phrases that you can start using immediately in real-life situations. Imagine you are at work or school and you want to check if someone understands you. Instead of saying, "Do you understand?" which can sound a little formal or even a bit direct, you can say, "Does that make sense?" This phrase feels friendly and polite. For example, "We need to finish this project by Friday. Does that make sense?" Try repeating after me, "Does that make sense?" Great. Now, sometimes you might not hear someone clearly. Instead of just saying, "What?" which can sound a little rude, you can say, "Sorry, could you say that again?" This sounds polite and shows respect. Let's practice. "Sorry, could you say that again?" Perfect. Another very useful phrase is "let's catch up soon." You use this when you meet someone you haven't seen for a while, and you want to suggest meeting again to talk more. For example, "It's been so long since we talked. Let's catch up soon." This phrase makes you sound warm and friendly. Here's a fun one. "I'm feeling under the weather." This means you are feeling sick or not very well. So instead of saying "I am sick," you can say, "I'm feeling under the weather today, so I'm going to rest." Try it with me. "I'm feeling under the weather." Now, if you're in a meeting or a conversation and you want to share your opinion, you can start with, "In my opinion," or "From my point of view." For example, "In my opinion, this is the best option for our team." So this makes you sound confident and clear. Sometimes you might agree with someone completely. Instead of just saying "I agree," you can say "I couldn't agree more." This makes your agreement stronger. For example, "I couldn't agree more with your idea about improving customer service." If you are not sure about something and need time to think, you can say, "Let me think about it." This is polite and gives you time to decide. Example, "I'm not sure if I can join the trip. Let me think about it." Here's another friendly phrase. "That sounds great." You use this when you want to show excitement or approval. For example, "We're going to the beach this weekend." You can reply, "That sounds great." Also, in casual conversation, when you want to change the topic, you can say, "By the way." For example, "By the way, have you seen the new movie?" This helps you smoothly start talking about something else. Let's add another phrase you will hear often. "I see what you mean." You can use this when you understand someone's point of view. For example, "I see what you mean about needing more time for the projects." This shows you are listening and understanding. Now, let's imagine you're at a restaurant and the waiter asks how the food is. Instead of just saying "good," you can say, "It's delicious." Or if it's really good, "It's absolutely delicious. Try it with me." It's delicious. When you're leaving a conversation but want to stay in touch, you can say, keep in touch. This is friendly and shows you care about continuing the relationship. And one more phrase before we move to the next part, I'll let you know. This means you will give someone the information later. For example, I'm not sure if I can come to the party yet, but I'll let you know. I hope you're saying these phrases out loud with me. Remember, the more you practice speaking, the faster your English will improve. If you're enjoying learning like this, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channels, Mrs. Fuang English, so you can keep building your vocabulary every day. Juan, I'm just looking. Thank you. You use this when you are in a store and a salesperson asks if you need help, but you're not ready to buy yet. Example, a shop assistant says, "Can I help you find something?" You smile and reply, "I'm just looking." Thank you. Let's practice. I'm just looking. Thank you. 2. Do you have this in a different size, color? When you like something in a shop but want another size or color. Example, I like this shirt. Do you have this in a different size? This is polite and clear. Try it. Do you have this in a different size? 3. Could I try this on? This is what you say when you want to try clothes in the fitting room. Example, could I try this on, please? 4. How much does this cost? How much is this? Both are natural and friendly ways to ask for the price. Example, excuse me, how much is this bag? Fine, I'm looking for. You use this when searching for something specific. Example, I'm looking for a gift for my friend. 6. Could you recommend? Great for shopping, traveling, or eating out. Example, could you recommend a good local restaurant? 7. Where can I find? Perfect when you need help finding a place or item. Example, where can I find the train station? Or is it far from here? Use this when asking about distance. Example, is the museum far from here? 9. How do I get to? A very useful travel question. Example, how do I get to the airport? 10. Could you take a photo for me? Perfect when traveling and you want someone to take your picture. Example, excuse me, could you take a photo for me? Wolver, nice to meet you. It's great to meet you. Use this when meeting someone for the first time. Smile and make eye contact. Example, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. 12th, where are you from? A friendly way to start a conversation with new people. Example, hi, I'm Anna. Where are you from? 13th, what do you do? This means what is your job, but sounds more natural. Example, so, what do you do? 14, how long have you been here? A great question for meeting travelers or new friends. Example, how long have you been here in New York? 15th, it was nice talking to you. A polite way to end a conversation. Example, I have to go now, but it was nice talking to you. Where we focus on emergency phrases, important phone calls, and polite but firm English. These are the expressions you hope you don't need often, but they're very important to know. 1, I need help. Please, a clear and direct way to ask for assistance in any urgent situation. Example, I need help. Please, my friend is hurt. Practice, I need help. Please. 2, call the police. If you are in danger or witness a crime, example, call the police. Someone stole my bag. 3, call an ambulance. Use this if someone is seriously hurt or sick. Example, call an ambulance. He can't breathe. 4. I'm lost. A simple way to tell someone you don't know where you are. Example, I'm lost. Could you tell me how to get to the station? 5. I need a doctor. If you are sick or injured and need medical help. Example, I need a doctor. I think I broke my arm. 6. Please speak slowly. Very helpful if someone is speaking too fast. Example, sorry, could you please speak slowly? 7. Can you repeat that, please, when you didn't hear or understand something? Example, can you repeat that, please? Kate, I don't understand. Simple, honest, and useful. Example, I'm sorry, I don't understand. 9. Could you write that down, please? Perfect for important information like an address, phone number, or name. Example, could you write that down, please? Tazarvi, I'm not comfortable with that. A polite but firm way to refuse something. Example, I'm not comfortable with sharing my personal information. Either. No, thank you. Sometimes just a polite no is enough. Example, would you like to buy this? No, thank you. 12. That's not okay. A clear way to say that someone's behavior is wrong. Example, you can't take my bag. That's not okay. 13. I need to think about it. Use this when you don't want to give an answer right away. Example, that's an interesting offer, but I need to think about it. 14. I'll call you back. For phone calls when you can't talk right now. Example, I'm busy right now. I'll call you back. 50. Please hold. Often used on the phone when you need a moment. Example, please hold. I'll transfer your call